Antoine Fuqua is here. We just saw a trailer from Michael. It's awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations. And what do you think of when you're watching your trailer back right now? You must have spent a
man.
ton of time on that, obviously.
Yeah, 2 years and 1 month.
Oh, wow.
2 years and 1 month. It was a journey, but I just had so much fun making this movie, man.
Well, I bet. And you could see just from, the lush scenes and scenery that you put on the screen right there, start of the Jackson 5, right up to the early parts of his solo career, right?
That's right.
Pretty
much.
much.
Of the Bad Tour where he really took off and became a solo artist.
What intrigued you about wanting, because again, you have your choice here. So what intrigued you about wanting to do this, Antoine?
Michael. I mean, Michael just, he transcends, any artist I've ever experienced in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you ever meet him?
No, I was supposed to meet Michael on Remember the Times.
Okay.
But I was doing a commercial at the time, and John Singleton wound up doing it.
Okay.
So it was just some calls back and forth, but I never got to sit down with Michael.
Okay.
But Michael's so eccentric and so different. I mean, he shaped my career as well because I watched Michael not let himself get put in a box as an artist. He was the first black artist on MTV. So for me, doing videos back in the day, I only got to do R&B and rap videos. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do Aerosmith or something like that. So I watched Michael break out of the box and create music for everyone, and get on MTV and change the game. And so I remember thinking, I don't have to just do videos of just R&B and rap. I can transcend that and do other things as well, just as an artist.
Sure. And now you couldn't do the video back then. Now you're kind of recreating it.
That's how life works.
It's what you're doing.
Divine order, man. It wasn't meant for me. That was meant for John Singleton. God rest his soul.
Sure. Yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about the casting here because it's so crucial you get this right. I mean, like you want to recreate something, but you also have to feel like it's real. How did you cast Jafar Jackson as Michael here?
Well, Jafar is an interesting journey. Jafar was rehearsing to be Michael for 2 years. About a year before I came on, Graham King, the producer, had found Jafar. And when he flew to Italy to see me, I was on Equalizer 3, he said, I want you to do this film about Michael Jackson. I said, well, who's going to play Michael? Bob Richardson, the great DP, showed me a video of him and Michael on the set together. But it was modern. I said, well, when did you shoot a video with Michael Jackson? Mm-hmm. He said, no, this is Jafar. And it blew my mind.
You couldn't tell the difference?
Could not tell the difference. And then when I met Jafar, I thought he was pretending. I thought he was acting, auditioning for me. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have breakfast. He was so Michael-like, just his way he spoke and his behavior and his gentleness. Mm-hmm. And I said, this guy, there's something interesting about him. Mm-hmm. Then we did a test screening. And Rich, when I tell you, man, he walked out the room and it was Michael Jackson. And we started recording him, just doing tests, makeup tests, all that.
Right.
Then I threw a question at him. Now, Jafar never acted before in his life. Mm-hmm. This is his first time ever.
This is his first time ever.
Never acted before in his life.
Wow.
Right? I threw a question at him just to see what he would do.
Yeah.
And he answered the question as if he was Michael. And he had the whole room with tears in their eyes. And I was like, he's the real deal. This kid is for real. First day of shooting, Bad Tour. So his first day in front of 500 extras, he had to come out and perform.
Bad.
Nice. Man, he blew everybody away.
And Coleman Domingo is his father. Oh, my
Coleman Domingo plays Joe.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Coleman.
Please.
I did a test with Coleman. Mm-hmm. I was filming something else. I hit a corner at the stage we're in, and I forgot we were doing a test with Coleman. So when I turned the corner, I saw a guy with his back to me, and the makeup people were doing hair and makeup on. I thought, this must be a test for a wig or something.
Right.
The guy turned around, it was Coleman. I shocked me. I can't tell you what I said. Mm-hmm. I don't say it on TV. But it shocked me. And he started talking to me as if he was Joe. Mm-hmm. In our normal conversation about the day's work. It was so good, I went to Graham King, the producer. I said, Graham, we should film Coleman today. It was not planned. So when he's on the stage, you'll see in the movie when Michael's performing the final tour with his brothers, that shot of Coleman, all that performance, was the first day I saw Coleman in hair and makeup as Joe. It was so good, I said, I'm putting him in the movie right now.
Today. Right now.
today.
And that's what's going to show up on the screen. Wow.
And he was prepared.
Yeah. And so how did you decide which moments to recreate and make big? How did you decide that?
Well, working with John Logan, the writer, and Graham King, like we really shaped the movie to capture Michael's character from his formative years to Bad Tour.
Right.
And so through that time, there's highlights, as we know, right? There's moments you hit Thriller, Moonwalk at the Berry Gordy show,
right?
The beginning of Off the Wall album and all that stuff. So that kind of dictated certain things, But the choices were hard because there's so many great songs. You forget how many great songs Michael has.
It's unbelievable.
It truly is unbelievable.
And they're all
hits. They're all great.
Massive hits, not just
all of them.
Just massive hits.
It's like a part of your life. When you hear it, you go back to that time. And you just remember that feeling. And that's what the movie does. It takes you all the way back there.
Remember the time.
Look
at us. Look at us, Antoine.
Rich is quick, man. It's early for me. You guys have been up early.
Damn.
Yeah, we've been here for a couple hours. But so, what moments for you did you, sitting in your position, go, wow, this is amazing that I'm able to recreate this in such an artistic way? Which was that one for you?
Wow, hard. I mean, day one was bad, man.
I bet.
So that was hard.
What about the moonwalk?
The moonwalk was incredible.
Because I think I told you in the green room that we had Don Mischer, the producer of that Motown show, telling us the story about the moonwalk, Michael doing it and getting ready for it and figuring out would he do it, would he not do it, and he did it.
And he did it, and he kept it a secret from everybody too. That was a special moment because the jacket he has on belongs to his mother. He got that from his mother, and he kept everything a secret. He let no one see his rehearsal. Berry Gordy didn't even know he was going to do that. So when he got up on stage and he performed, it just blew everybody's mind. That was like the dance heard around the world, man. That was incredible. But the moment for me to really, and then we shot it all at the real place, at the Pasadena Playhouse.
Awesome.
Everything we shot was pretty much in the real place. Everything.
Wow.
The night we shot Thriller was incredible. We shot it in the real place where they shot the video. It was a full moon. When I pulled up in my car, my crew was dancing around with wolf heads on, singing Thriller. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good night." But it gave me chills, man. And then I saw the zombies rehearsing.
Yes.
I was like, I'm so blessed to be here doing this. Man.
So awesome.
It was incredible.
Well, I mean, since you have history and you're an aficionado, wouldn't you say that Thriller video was the pinnacle of his MTV?
Yes. Thriller was, because it was a movie.
Right.
It was the first time we ever saw like a mini movie video. Remember, we started off in the theater with the girl and he turned into a werewolf. I mean, that was scary when you were a kid, you know what I mean, at that time. But I think that was probably one of the most expensive as well. But that was incredible. But that's Michael. He was always pushing the envelope.
Antoine Fuqua here on the Rich Eisen Show. Every time you come on here, I want to go so deep into your history. We kind of have a new audience being here on Disney Plus and the ESPN app than from the last time you were here.
Right.
Did you know Training Day was a hit when you were making it? Did you know it?
I had two moments in that movie that I felt this is going to be successful. It was Denzel in the car, Chestnut Checkers, because he had just killed Roger. And I thought, if Denzel, which I knew he could, is a great actor, can seduce us back into this car, this movie's out of here. And he did. And then they put Ethan in a bathtub. And the King Kong moment. When he did that, gang members came up to me telling me that, "Oh, dude, this is a hit. This is a hit." Like that those two moments for me stand out.
The King Kong moment, did you know what he was going to say word for word?
No.
Nothing, right?
Well, I knew, obviously, script. There was a certain part.
Right.
But that's Denzel. He was just in the zone. I mean, that was one of those moments that people talk about AI. Those are the moments where you go, it's a great tool. It's going to be a great tool, I think, at some point. But the emotion in the moment that an actor can bring, you can't predict that. That's something that's just inside of Denzel. And when that came out, I was just like, I hope I got it.
Like, check the gate.
I just turned to my operator who was like shaking like this because it was anamorphic, man. So at that time, like shooting anamorphic at night, it had to be sharp, focused. And I looked over at the guy and he was just shaking. I was like, please tell me you got that. Because that was the take. That was it. There was no other take.
You didn't have Denzel do another take, right?
No.
That was it.
That was it. I mean, how do you tell an actor like that wasn't good enough?
I don't know. Some directors like to do
Yeah, good luck with that. Not with Denzel. You can. He walked over to me and he just had this look in his eyes. I was like, you good? He said, you good? I was like, yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what other direction am I give you.
Was the King Kong, that was ad-libbed, that line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Denzel.
Putting cases all you on all you MF?
Putting cases, some of that was in the script, but he flipped it the way he did it. Like putting cases on all you.
Yeah.
He kind of added some things in there. And then he just went into a whole other zone with the whole King Kong thing. With Pelican Bay, that's Denzel started that.
The Pelican Bay stuff was not
Denzel.
on the page, is what you're saying.
That was Denzel. That was him, man. He just kind of lit up. And it says, I think I forgot to yell cut.
Really?
I was just watching it because everybody started walking away, and I'm just watching him, and then he lights a cigarette, right? And he's lighting a cigarette, and he's like, and he's talking, and I'm just watching him. And I think at some point he probably looked at me and like, you gonna cut?
Oh.
So I was like, oh yeah.
So he was finished acting and took a smoke break? Is what you're
He
saying?
was still in it. Like that's the thing with Denzel. He was so Alonzo. He was in it, and he just lit up that cigarette, and he was just like smoking. I'm just watching him for a while because I didn't know what else he was going to do. It was just so magical. And then I think he looked up at me, and I was like, okay, cut.
Yeah, we've had Terry Crews here.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Yeah, I love
and
Terry.
He basically said you found him, just milling about because he was knew a friend in security.
Right. Yeah.
Said, hey, we're shooting a scene here. You want to watch Denzel work tonight?
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. And then you spotted him and said, you want to be in the movie? Is that
Yeah. I saw him. Yeah, I was with a bunch of gang members sitting around, and he was over there with some security guys. And I needed someone on the roof due to flipping pigeons, and I wanted them to look a certain way.
Yeah.
And I just saw Terry, and for some reason I just said, "Who's that guy?" And they said he's working with the security people or something. I said, yo, bring him over here. And he came over. I said, yo, man, you want to be in the movie? He was like, yeah. I said, we'll put you on the roof. You ever heard of flipping pigeons? He had heard of it before. Mm-hmm. I said, you're going to be on the roof doing this whole thing. And that. Next thing I know, Terry Crews. Boom. He's all over the place.
By the way, boom, Terry Crews. Look at him now.
I mean, it's amazing. That movie, interesting people came in that. Eva Mendes.
Yeah.
Really, when I think back on it, just amazing. I mean, Ethan was already Ethan, but he was something special in that film.
Yeah, he was just nominated for an Oscar. Yeah. You've been here before talking about that movie.
Yeah, man, that movie, it holds up.
I can confirm that for you, by the way.
I mean, I'm saying that people talk to me about it all the time. Man,
right. So we're going to your hometown for the draft, the NFL's draft.
Yes, sir.
I believe it's the Thursday before your movie comes out. Yeah. The Thursday, and it's going to go NFL draft in Pittsburgh,
and then the Michael movie,
and then the Michael movie on Friday night.
Maybe it'll be my luck. It'll be all good.
It's going to be all good. I mean, I can pretty much say this is going to be all good.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. The draft, I'm nervous about.
Well, why? Because of the Steelers you're talking about? Or
yeah,
what?
man.
Okay.
Who we going to? Come on. Rich has tortured me on that one.
No,
come on, man.
No, it's okay.
Who? I mean, what do we do? Right? Who do we get?
No idea. I have no idea. It's a totally new world. Tomlin's gone.
Which is going to be weird for me.
It's weird for me, too.
I mean, I'm glad that it's a homeboy that's taking over, though.
Yeah.
He's coming in. He's from Pittsburgh.
The toll taker.
It's bittersweet, though.
Yeah.
Because they did beat us.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
I know. It's crazy that if I had told you that night, the coach of the Packers, who was a former toll taker and a guy whose family owns a bar in Pittsburgh, he's going to be the one to take over for Tomlin one day. You're like, get out of here.
It's just like I'm not sure if it's a dream or a nightmare.
Pretty much.
But I think he's going to be a great job. It makes sense when you really think about it.
Right.
As far as the way the Steelers operate. He's a great coach. He's from Pittsburgh. He won with Rodgers. Mm-hmm. If Rodgers comes back, why not?
What's your favorite sports movie?
Wow, my favorite sports movie? There's some good ones, but I would say Brian's Song.
Real, you went old school on me here.
Brian's song. Because that emotionally messed me up. When I was a kid, that was like, and it was about bringing race together and how sports bring people together.
Yeah.
And that's magic. That's
Yeah,
magic.
James Caan, Billy D, right?
Brian's song.
Right, Brian's song.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go Remember the Titans just to protect your friendship.
I'm sure D liked Brian's song.
I'm sure he did too, for sure. If you could direct a sports movie,
it would be about the Steelers, the legacy of the Steelers.
this legacy of the Steelers.
Ooh, I like that.
Legacy of the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, the Steelers to me is that's America's team. I don't care what. I know the Dallas fans are yelling at me right now, but
It's okay. TJ's from Pennsylvania
TJ,
and is a diehard Cowboy fan.
come on, TJ.
Grew up in Altoona, and
Oh man, I'll talk to you later.
we could. Cause I got some ideas.
Come on, bro.
You know,
I mean, if you remember McCarthy, look what's happening right now. No, it would be the Steelers' legacy.
It would be the Steelers' legacy. Okay.
I think the Rooneys are the classiest owners and loyal people, good people. That legacy is special.
Who's the actor that's been on here that says he's been mistaken for Tomlin?
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps says he's been stopped.
Yeah, they look alike.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
So you could but we're casting it
yeah,
right
yeah, I
now.
see it. Let's go.
We're casting it right now.
Finding those big boys is going to be the thing. Who's going to be Mean Joe Green? Who's going to be Jack Lambert? Right?
Hey, you're the one who picked Terry Crews out of a crowd, and
Hey,
he
true.
had some time in the NFL.
It's true. That's right. That's right.
He's just like, this NFL thing's for the birds. Let me go try and
Let me do some acting.
let me go flip some pitches. And then the rest is history. Now he's everywhere.
Let me go do some acting and not get hit so hard.
That's right.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
So
man.
you have an eye for guys who can act.
Oh, for sure.
that
I love
size.
sports too. You know what I mean? That's my love, man.
It's great to see you.
Great to
Thanks
see
for
you.
coming here.
Anytime.
Greatly appreciated. And I cannot wait for everybody to see Michael, available exclusively in theaters Friday, April 24th. You will be dancing in the seats and in the aisles and bopping around and seeing some great iconic moments come to life. Great to see you, sir.
Great to see you, Ray.
A lot of
Absolutely.
crying in that theater too.
I bet so.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it's very
I
emotional.
bet so. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.